Hi Akshay, good evening.
Yaar, good evening. How are you?
I am absolutely fresh and ready for this exciting podcast today.
You look fresh. Great.
Thank you.
Cheers. Chai,
I just
chai ka
finished, so
cheers.
sorry.
अरे यार
I
कोई
had
बात
my
नहीं.
coffee.
આપણે ગુજરાતી હોય ને ચા ના હોય તો કશું કામ ના થાય એવું. Love it यार. Kruti,
એકાદ
love.
વખત
હા, sorry.
એકાદ જ વખત ચા પીવાય છે આખા દિવસમાં as compared to the heat is there in Ahmedabad.
અરે યાર છોડો. Let's not talk about chai. મારા 4-5 દિવસની થઈ જાય છે. So, okay, Kruti, really excited and thank you so much for being here. Um,
Thank you for giving
we
the
are trying
opportunity.
something. Absolutely, pleasure is mine. Pleasure is ours, actually. We have joined here for a cause. So what are we doing here, and a quick background for people who are watching. Okay, so who am I and what we are doing? What we are doing, first of all, तो ट्रेडिशनल पॉडकास्ट जे ट्रेडिशनल पॉडकास्ट जो होते हैं, मैं गुजराती में क्या बात करूँ, जो ट्रेडिशनल पॉडकास्ट जो होते हैं, दे आर ब्रोकन आई थिंक. So they do give value, they do provide value, but it's not like you get direct value. Okay, in your hand, some is podcast is giving you something in your hand. I thought of this idea. I did like a demo. uh, Kruti, I think mera awaz I'm hearing back from somewhere. I'm not sure.
Okay, should I mute while you are speaking? Is it okay?
मेरे को नहीं पता. I mean, if that works. हाँ, it works. Cool. ये जो तो thanks. So yeah, the traditional podcast we were talking about is missing. I think I want to step up from just like a traditional podcast where I and you talk. I first thought about getting on board the hiring managers, learning about their hiring practices that will help job seekers. But then that will help, of course, and but not actually help. Yeah, I thought of taking it a notch up and a level up to deliver something on the call, on the podcast itself, directly to the job seekers. So I'm trying a very different. We are trying a very different kind of podcast. बोलो या reality show बोलो, जो बोलना है बोलो, ठीक है. That's something we are trying. I have already launched one episode previously. अच्छा था, लोगों को बहुत अच्छा लगा. What is it that we are doing? Um, we have all heard of something called as Shark Tank. So this is Shark Tank, where job seekers are coming in and pitching themselves in front of the hiring managers directly. And the hiring managers are bound and supposed to say a yes or a no on the fucking call itself. So you don't have to follow up कि भाई every 2 weeks क्या हुआ मेरे application का, क्या हुआ, and then you get ghosted completely by the hiring managers. So sorry Kruti, hiring managers bol ke you are not one of it, I know. But yeah, most hiring managers get really busy and they are piled up with thousands, if not hundreds, of applications on a daily basis. So of course not everyone gets a response. That's something that I'm trying to solve for these job seekers. कि भाई अभी तुम इंटरव्यू लो, अभी हाँ या ना कॉल पे ही बोल के जाओ. ऐसा नहीं है कि डायरेक्ट यू से यू आर हायर्ड. Even if you feel that you're worth the worth it after the conversation कि भाई you are hired, if you are so excited to say you are hired, you can. I I'm all okay. But even if not direct hiring decision, even if you don't have the power, you can at least say a yes or a no for to move the candidate forward. Saves time on both ends, and it is exciting. So that's basically what we will do on this episode. I have some people. I have shortlisted a few people. Batao. I shortlisted 5 people. 3 showed up. But whatever. My job is to deliver
Welcome to my
value.
world.
Yeah, of course, Kruti. भाई now I feel सेल्स अच्छा है, सेल्स में रहना
Arre.
चाहिए.
So as you were
Okay.
saying, I was just listening to it, and I understand that yes, I agree to it. That many a times we do give that we'll get back to you kind of a
Ah,
reply,
always.
but it's a two-way thing. You have to like it's. I am also getting this opportunity to say it out loud that it's not just us. Many a times, it's because of the experiences that we have had with the backed out candidates, no response candidates, who were very excited at the first go, and then like Mr. India ban gaye ekdam se without the watch, and
नहीं नहीं कृति,
because of those
I
kind of
am
experiences हम भी अभी it's like दूध के जले छाछ भी फूक फूक के पी रहे हैं. So that is why many a times it happens
correct.
कि response देने में we take a little time, but yes,
Yes,
we are trying our level best to reach out to each and every candidate with either yes or no, or wherever that like their profile is um, at which stage it is right now. So we do try
of
to
course.
communicate as much as we can.
I know, Kruti. I know it very well. I've seen hiring managers. I've been involved in hiring processes, and you get like literally hundreds of response on a daily basis. 80% of them are not a fit. 10% of them are maybe, and you need to have a conversation, and then only 2 to 5% of them gets through the first filtration process. What I want to tell my audience job seekers is, भाई सिर्फ क्रूति का, नॉट क्रूति का स्पेसिफिकली, सिर्फ रिक्रूटर्स और हायरिंग मैनेजर्स का जॉब नहीं है कि तुम्हें यस और नो आके बोले. इट इज वेरी मच पॉसिबल दैट 1,000 applications, man, consider, like, you it's very easy to miss out on one. So it is your job as a job seeker. If you really want to hunt down the opportunity, you need to fucking hunt it down like a hunter. You need to get on, पीछे पड़ जाना है. If it means something to you, you need to get behind it. Follow up करने हैं religiously in a way कि वो ऑफेंसिव ना हो. ऐसे नहीं कि भाई तेरे को बोला था मैंने, तूने 2 दिन में बोला था, रिप्लाई नहीं किया. वैसे नहीं, पोलाइट, काइंड. So you need to have those soft skills. But yeah, on a 2 to 3 days window का गैप रख के you can follow up, keep following up, and follow up में वैल्यू प्रोवाइड करो. ये सब चीज़ें मैं अपने दूसरे वीडियोस में बताता हूँ, प्रमोट कर रहा हूँ दूसरे वीडियोस. ठीक है, बनता है. सो आई टीच ऑल ऑफ दिस. आई एम डॉक्यूमेंटिंग माई जॉब सर्च जर्नी. उसमें भी मैंने यही सब किया है. तो go ahead and check out my YouTube channel and other videos also. ठीक है, moving forward, we will let people in. Kruti, before we do that, here, I'm really sorry, guys. We would love to know a little bit about your hiring practices. ये तुम्हारे लिए beneficial है. The people who are here, how do you make decisions, especially at Reelo? Um, what is that one thing that these candidates who are waiting in line need to keep in mind while they come and pitch themselves here to impress you? And what is that one thing? Forget previous experiences, ye sab communication skills, ye wo. Uh, just like as a human personality, what is it that you look for culturally in a candidate? कि भाई एक कॉन्वर्जेशन में ऐसा कुछ दिखता है दैट यू इंस्टेंटली मेकअप. वी, आई नो दैट, लाइक ठीक है, तो ओपिनियन बन जाते 10 मिनट, लाइक 10 मिनट क्या, 2-3 मिनट बात करके किसी से यू हैव एन ओपिनियन ऑलरेडी कि भाई आई विल मूव फॉरवर्ड विद दिस कैंडिडेट. या आई एम राइट.
Yes.
सो
Okay.
what is that one thing? Tell me, and I would love to know more about you, पर अभी फिलहाल इनको वेट नहीं करा सकते. So just answer that one question and we'll cover more about you at the very end. Let's do that.
Sure. So specifically, I would say not just this one company, but like currently I'm working at Reelo
Yeah.
Technologies. So at Reelo, I would specifically say that transparency is one thing. Their eagerness and their passion to learn and to grow with us. We are not looking for candidates already know each and everything. We understand nobody is going to be perfect. So whenever, like, if you see any of our JDs, you'll read the line at the below that even if you don't tick mark all the checklist that we have written here, that we need this, you'll need this, you'll need this, and you'll be doing this. Okay, if you don't know any, everything, like some of it, if it's fine. If you are ready to
Of
learn,
course.
if you have that mindset, that I want to grow, I want to understand this thing, like that passion for working. It's not just about uh that you have the skills or not. Even if it is not, we have the tools to teach you, to train you. But that inner urge,
Yes.
to be there, to do something, to prove yourself, that is something which many times it has happened that in the morning I've taken my screening round, or I've just had a word with them. In the evening we have rolled out the offer. Like in between, technical round is done or the managerial round is done, negotiation is done, and boom, in the end of the day, before I leave the office, I have that candidate with me. And
There.
next day or
Yeah.
within the next week or something, we have onboarded that guy. So yes, that do happen, but it's, of course, it's very rare, but yeah, that do happen. That is something,
Yeah.
it will instantly give you the results.
Pan फिर how is that possible to like identify that in scenarios like these कि भाई you have a very short period of time, how do you identify that? uh, is it just intuition? I think uh, a lot has to do with intuition personally, but then again,
Yeah,
what's your take?
a bit of
uh,
a bit of intuition, a bit of experience, I would say. And
hmm,
the thing is, when the people, they have that positive vibe now, anybody can tell.
yeah.
Even a fresher who is first time recruiting someone, he or she would
Correct.
also be able to tell you that he's got a very positive vibe. They have a little smiling face, they are confident
Yeah.
while speaking, they don't speak with a uh, oh no, you are clear with your thoughts, and that is what will make you different from everybody else.
चलो वो तो फिर भी ठीक है, we all do that, but what the major thing is, like, you can only be confident when you're honest, and
Yeah,
you don't fear judgment कि भाई
yeah,
मैं
that is
रिजेक्ट हो
what I say,
जाऊंगा.
transparency. First thing I said,
हाँ.
transparency.
Perfect. Precisely. Amazing, यार Kruti. So भाई लोग, I hope you heard everything. Try to implement that when you come on stage. I'll call upon people right now on stage. I'll start with one, then we'll cover a little bit about you, then we'll get on another one. So I don't want to bore these guys. So, we'll do that in between. Okay. And at the very end, I'm just explaining you the rough format. So, very end, you can go off camera, and, we can have a word or like, voice call or something. And then you can decide कि भाई किस किस को you are moving forward, and then we can announce it. Come back here and announce. Yeah.
That, sure.
That's how we did in the last episode, and I want to do it the similar way. Okay. Uh, let's get Hetanshu first on the stage. ठीक है. मेरे को like no personal preferences. It's just that uh, very random. जो दिखा पहले वो. ठीक है.
Okay.
All right. Uh, कैसे होता है ये इसकी? Yes. Hi Hetanshu. कैसे हो भाई?
Hi. Hi everyone. How are you?
Okay, doing great. Kruti, can you hear him clearly?
I can try. Hitanshu, can you just like say a little few sentences?
Am I audible to you guys? Is it good time to talk? Everything is good.
It is a little
थोड़ा
echoing. The
ये
voice is
echo
little
भी है.
echoing.
हाँ, breaking up as well a little bit.
Am I now audible perfectly?
Can you try again?
Hello. Am I audible perfectly now?
Kruti?
What?
No,
Uh,
No, I'll
हाँ
not be able to hear his words properly and won't help.
Uh, Give me a second. Just hold on 1 second. I'll just reconnect.
sure,
Just a
no
second.
worries, we'll
Sure,
yeah,
sure,
yeah,
sure.
sure, we'll invite someone else by then. uh,
Okay.
अभी इसको नीचे कैसे लाते हैं, अरे यार, परफेक्ट हो गया. Let us get Nisarg on stage. Surprise. Okay, Nisarg. Over to you. Can you try like just a few words तो हमको समझ में आए कि आवाज आ रही है.
Okay, I am audible clearly. Hi, I
परफेक्ट.
am Nisarg.
मस्त.
Yes, yes, sir.
स्टूडियो लेवल माइक गजब. ठीक है, तो तो let's do it. Okay, this is how it will go, Kruti. I
Sure.
want Nisarg to come and pitch himself in less than 2 minutes. That's the first thing. उसके बाद you can answer, you can ask your question and Nisarg can answer. There's no limit. ठीक है. Of course, we'll try to keep it short and precise. But जितना भी तुमको जानना है, feel free to ask questions, and Nisarg will answer. Um, we'll try to keep Nisarg. We'll also try to keep from your end to the point relevant जितना है उतना. But you will do that, number one, and then yeah, that's it. You can make your notes if you want, Kruti. Then कि भूल ना
Ready?
जाओ तो. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. क्योंकि मैं हमेशा भूल जाता हूँ इसलिए. ठीक है. And then at the very end, Kruti, you also have to announce कि भाई out of all the positions, मैंने इन सबको 3-4 positions बताइए कि एक तो SDR है, एक inside sales है, एक enterprise sales है, and sales leader. So they are pitching for, you know, different positions. Yeah.
Sure, sure.
Okay, all the best, Nisarg. Over to you. मैं mute कर रहा हूँ.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Hey, sir. Go ahead.
Hello, so I am Nisarg Patel and I am from Palampur. I done my bachelor in Institute of Advanced Research, Gandhinagar, in 2021. Then I get entered in MBA with Gujarat Maritime University. I last year done my MBA in shipping and logistics. I have hands-on experience, on-ground experience of sales and operations. After college, I joined a Suraj Forwarder, which is a Ahmedabad-based forwarding company, where I am doing transportation, sales, and services. Then I joined Rudra International, where it's a import and export company, where I need to meet international client in different expos which are held in India, and meet them and show them our product, our services, and then crack the deal for a future business. I also have hands-on experience of the world's third largest ports, which held in Netherlands. There we went and learned hands-on experience how autonomous port works, how they can use sustainably build world's third largest port, and their NGOs are very strict. So there we can learn how you can build big infrastructure without damaging our environment.
Okay. Done. Great. Okay, Nisarg, I'll start with the basics first. Okay, so
Okay.
I can see that your education was in BSc chemistry, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what made you get into the sales field coming from the chemistry background?
Actually, my father is a chemistry teacher, 11th, 12th science. So they want me to go in a teaching line. They want me to do PhD, but I am not interested in teaching line. So after BSc, I told them that I can't do teaching things. I'm a business person because my whole family is a business family. Only my father is a teacher. So I
Okay,
choose MBA.
got it. Okay, so in your experience, can you help me with like how do you handle a customer who would just once you start explaining and they are like not interested and they are about to you know cut the call? How will you handle that kind of a situation?
First I need to analyze our client, so I took pain point. I listen our client, and then I provide them this is your pain point and we are providing this kind of services. First you need to use our services, currently what kind of services they are using from which provider, and I tell them ki you are getting good price of these services from your client. If you tried our services for the one time, if you join with us, we will provide you tons of support. And if you don't like it, please give us feedback. We will definitely working on that, and we would give you the next best services to you. And I try to current no to into future. Yes.
Got it. Okay. Given 100 leads, for example, today, how
Okay.
will you prioritize whom to call first?
Okay, so if I choose first off I choose the category big players, medium players, and small MSMEs, and then I target if big players so give us big business, and if we're not getting a larger amount, but we can deal in the bulk business. So that's the first primary category for me. Then I choose medium enterprises. Then I choose for small enterprises.
Got it. Okay. And currently, you are interested in which position of Reelo?
Currently, I am inbound sales.
Okay, so inside sales specialist and
Yes.
enterprise sales specialist. So inside sales.
Yes.
All right. Got it. Okay. I have one or two more questions. Before that, do you have any question for me?
First of all, what kind of work I need to do, and how I will get growth in this sector.
Okay. So if you are asking about the day-to-day work, it's like as it is written in the JD, mostly you will be converting the leads into our customers. That is the very like a basic a layman explanation of it. In between, it comes getting them on the demo, like giving the first call, getting them to convince a basic introduction of Reelo, getting them to the demo, giving them the demo, explaining, like first understanding what they are looking for, explaining them our product, follow-up calls, closing the deal, and get the incentives. That's the basic thing. Like this is a very in general thing that I'm like telling you here. But yes, if you want to get into more details, just go through the JD once again, and you can ping me if you have any specific question or query regarding any specific task. Okay, and if you're talking
So
about
I have
sorry,
I have second question. What skills and what requirement are you looking into this position candidate?
एक second, Nisarg. Sorry to interrupt, guys. I think Nisarg was asking a question. Correct me, Nisarg, if I am wrong. है ना? He was asking, if how can he get growth in this sector, because you are from a different industry. Was
Yeah.
that the question, or am I getting it wrong? Because you are coming
Yes,
into
yes.
like something
So,
related to
yes.
this sales. Yeah.
So I was trying to say regarding the growth purpose.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So in
Acha,
growth,
ठीक
if
है.
you if in
Okay.
growth, if you are asking about this particular field, or if like in Reelo, we are a startup right now. This is
Okay.
like joining, and we are at a very initial stage, and we are like just
Yes.
about to get boosted. That's the thing that is happening right now at Reelo. Joining Reelo at this point is like joining Swiggy or Zomato 10 years back. So when
Yes.
it was a bunch of people trying to reach there, this is at this stage, and this is the absolutely amazing stage to join Reelo. From here, the growth is immense. We are of course,
Yes.
and if whenever we grow, we will be promoting the people that are already there. Okay, so
Of course.
we always will want that the managers are somebody who has already worked from like as an intern, an associate level, executive level, senior executives, assistant managers, head, whatever. The sky's the limit if you join in a startup and agree or are determined to stay there for a longer run. But you'll have to keep on going with that pace.
But this is not a BPO or an MNC, yeah, guys. This is
Okay.
startup in like in
Yes.
if if they are ramping up now, according to what Kruti said and based on my research, maybe कहीं से कुछ फंड वंड आ रहा है, ठीक है, वॉट एवर इट इज, ठीक है, वॉट एवर इट इज, डू योर ड्यू डिलिजेंस. If they are raising another round or whatever it is, do your due diligence. But consider if a startup is raising around 105 people in the company, and
Okay.
you are entering at this point, it won't take you 5 years to reach a managerial level or maybe a lead level, even C-suite level. uh, it won't take you 5 years to do that if you are qualified and if you deliver results. uh, this is not a BPO. So
Just
BPO में
just
पाँच
to point
पाँच
one
साल
more thing
हाँ,
here. So
please.
sorry, Akshay.
नहीं
Just
नहीं
to
नहीं,
point
go
one
ahead.
more thing here. Last year, like till March 2024, we were around
Mhm.
like March, April 2024, we were around 35 people. So this is just 1 year's growth that
I
you're seeing.
know. Yes, I know. मैंने like I personally not applied, but I considered applying at Reelo, but then I saw कि in office है तो मैंने नहीं किया था. I remember it very vividly. So but yeah, I remember like 33 people ऐसा कुछ था उस time पे when I was applying, looking to apply.
Great. Sorry,
Amazing.
Nisarg, you were
Okay.
asking about something else. Next question. Do you have any question, Anand?
Yes. What skills and what kind of like you are looking some quality in you want candidate right now?
Okay. First is communication, and when I say communication, it's not only fluency in English. That is there, of course, but apart from that, clarity of thoughts and clarity of communication. Okay, whatever the product is, to communicate those things very precisely to the customers, not giving false commitments, and not hiding our not hiding, but emphasizing on our key features that we are having. So communication is not just with the tongue, it comes from here. So what are you saying, when are you
Yes.
saying, how are you saying, the tone, the confidence that you have, all those things comes under communication. So first and foremost is the communication, how you communicate.
Yes.
Passion for sales, that you are somebody who is like my sales team, they are not afraid of saying that, hey, we are here for the money, and they are begging incentives
Of
like
course.
anything. Yeah. So if you are a money minded guy who is like, who wants to earn those incentives, who wants to go beyond their targets, then Reelo is the place for you.
Yes.
Being
Everything else is
be
teachable.
Yeah, નિસર્ગભાઈ, ગુજરાતી બની જવાનું જ્યારે ભાવ કરવાનું આવે ને ત્યારે that is what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
know.
So you have to be ruthless when it comes to negotiation, just like your mother. When you can see like એમની જોડે જવાનું in this shark market, and then they'll teach you how to fucking negotiate, like how to get 100 rupees per kg ka thing in 50 rupees. That's
Yes.
Yeah.
the sales. Of course, Gujarati લોકોને હોય something we guys have in DNA, but still we need to
Yeah.
sharpen that. Okay,
Also, I have
let's keep it rolling. Go ahead.
okay. So I learn mainly sales skills in Suraj Forwarders. So where their CEO is a Suraj guy. Uh, they uh, they also come with us on many visits, and they like uh, like fully on Jugadu mind. Like if you can't enter in any company, you any watchman not allowed to go in the company. So go and give watchman 200 rupees bribe and like get like taking contact of the client and then meet them personally out of the company. Also, they teach me how you can how can you ease your work. Like I am in a transportation department, so I need to go at client's office and take down their requirement and give them quotation. So in starting, like I have diary and I need to go to the client and note down their requirement and all these things. like he told me ki like open chat GPT and make it your form format, like client's name, what destination, what region, and you can just simply give them the form and he will put the all details in the form and will be back to you. So it like data and everything keep for you is a very easy and you can like make it seamless process. And then in
Got
sales,
it.
in sales if we get in the any office and some like admin staff say us ki sir is not available, and but at that time
Okay,
the concerned person is available in the office,
Nisarg, I'm really
so
sorry to
we are
interrupt here.
waiting at the office. Like, sorry sir.
Nisarg, I'm really sorry to interrupt भाई. There are like okay, अभी अपने को 3 लोग और हैं. So I'm really sorry to
Okay.
cut you, but we will have to, do this to in order to wrap this up in roughly 1 hour. Yes, we have
Done.
20 minutes each, है ना?
Okay.
So, but yeah,
Okay.
thank you so much, Nisarg. Please stay
Okay.
on the line, and at the very end, Kruti will let you know if you are in or
Okay.
otherwise.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you, Nisa.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, Kruti. Really sorry, yaar. Love it.
Next will be
Next will be yeah, we'll keep on calling people. I think we have a crunch of time. Okay, let me call on stage Hetanshu.
Hello, am I audible now?
You are perfectly audible. You are not visible.
Wait. Am I now?
Nah.
What the hell? Wait. I don't know what's the problem.
Okay. Yeah, let it be. Let's get Soumya. Soumya, can you try to show your face? We would love to see you. Amazing. Yeah.
Hi,
Thank
hello
you so much,
everyone.
bhai.
Hello Akshay. Hello Kruti.
hi.
Hi, hi,
Hi,
hi.
Soumya.
Acha, quick brief, Kruti. I had a word with Soumya. He's from Odisha, and he's a great candidate. He's qualified. He is passionate. Uh, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं पर्सनली इसके बारे में शेयर कर रहा हूँ, but he's open to relocating. That's exactly why I wanted to introduce Soumya. But it totally depends how everything goes. But yeah,
Sure.
Soumya, over to you, and you can start pitching yourself whenever you are ready. So that's the first thing we'll do, and then Kruti can ask you questions. Please.
Yeah, sure. I'll start then. As you know, my full name is Soumya Misra, and I'm basically from Odisha, so Bhubaneswar. Then coming to my professional background, I have total experience of 5 years and 10 months. So I have worked in 3 companies, 24/7, Intelligent, and the last one is Jiva Organic. So in Jiva, I was working as a key account manager for 3 people. So I was handling a team of 7 to 8 people there. So it was basically B2B sales, where I was handling starting from lead generation to ending to the lead and that was the team I was doing. Apart from these things, I was like obviously sales means targets. So achieving the target and taking care of the people along with their day-to-day work, weekly sales review and the KPIs like feedback and everything. So this is basically what I did in my last role. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Soumya. So can you help me with? Hello.
Kruti, are you like is this only me that's facing this voice issue? I'm not able to hear anything. Uh,
Okay. There was a little, break in between, but yeah, I could understand what he was trying to say.
ठीक है, let it be. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think it's something on my end, but let it be. Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
please continue.
So, Soumya, first I want to understand for which position you are applying here today.
Okay, like I had a word with Akshay and he told me like about the role or like sales executive, but I told him like I have already handled a team and I have team handling experience. So he told me like you guys have some other roles which you had a discussion with Akshay. Like it's not like just a brief discussion. So
Yeah.
if there is any open position for that, then I would love to attend that. Yeah.
Which position you said, for sales manager, or some other position you said?
Yes, sales
For
manager,
sales manager.
leadership, sales. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, got it. Can you help me with the team leading experience that you have had? Like, how many team members were there, and were you directly responsible for their targets or their incentives at the company?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So let me guide you through that. So yeah, as I was saying, so 7 to 8 people were there. So out of them, 2 people are like seniors, and 5 of them are newcomers, or who are in the company for 4 to 6 months, like just new guys. So as I told you, I was basically their direct contact for each and everything coming to sales target, their feedbacks, and reviewing them, and everything related to them is directly connected to me. So a- apart from achieving my own target, I need to take care of their target as well, because they have their own targets. So after 3 months, they need to, after the probation period is over, they have to achieve the target, or at least like they will generate some business for the company, correct? Because it is sales. So yeah, so I am basically into the direct person who is responsible for all those things. Yeah.
Got it. Okay. So, ma'am, can you explain me about the product that you were pitching?
Yeah, sure. So the company, last company, it was actually a supplier of raw materials for nutraceutical products, like powders and extracts. For example, turmeric, or coming to spices, then nutraceutical products like vitamins and probiotics, lot of things like sports drink and everything. So this is the raw material supplier. So we supply these raw materials, yeah, to the US clients. Like all those people are from North American, or like European region. So they contact us for give us the inquiry, then we check our inventory and we quote them, then we send them samples. So this is a very long procedure. And so the sales cycle, if you'll talk about the sales cycle, then it's usually 3 to 6 months. So from that you can understand how much longer is the sales cycle and how it works.
Got it. Got it. All right. Okay. What were your basically like how your targets were given to you? Was it on a monthly basis or a quarterly basis or yearly basis?
Yeah, so targets are set according to the salary for the executives. But as a TL or as a manager, we have different targets. Like the company will give us targets. So I have a set of clients like which I have onboarded, or which was assigned to me by my VP. What will happen? Like according to that, they will decide the target for each and every company. For me, I'm talking about myself first. So according to that, there will be a set of what like a target should be set for each and every company. Then the total will be somewhat like 500,000 or 1 million or $1.5 million. So this is yearly value. So coming to the targets, obviously it is monthly, and there are incentives. So the incentives are calculated on the basis of quarterly. So every 3 months they calculate the incentives. But yeah, targets are monthly basis, but mostly it's calculated on quarterly basis. So if you are not achieving the target in the first month, then achieving the target in the second and third month, and completing the 3 months target in a single time also, that is absolutely fine. You just need to achieve the whole quarterly target. That's it. To achieve it in a single month or last 15 days, that's absolutely fine.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. Um, tell me a bit more about how do you handle a team, and also do the individual contribute work as an individual contributor. So I want to understand is if your team's targets are met but your target is not meeting, how do you manage those things, or vice versa? You How do you
Understood.
concentrate if your targets are not meeting? How will you motivate your team to reach their targets, and where does your priority go? will you run after achieving yours, or motivate them first?
Sure. Usually this doesn't happen because as a manager, you have like a set of clients where you need to showcase the team members and other people as well that okay, I am achieving my target and I am doing these things. So you must be following, or you must do something so that at least you can do the same thing what I'm doing. But for an example, if I'll think in that way, then usually what happens if a team member is not able to achieve the target, there are a lot of way you can motivate them. What I have done in my last company, that I always try to tell them these are the things you need to do, because even I was in that same phase in certain period of time, correct? So I came through that phase, and you can also do the same thing. So you need to motivate them, and you need to tell them to change their way of pitching the customer or client or reaching out to the customer. You can draft emails, like customize emails, so that the there are a lot of noises coming. I'm sorry. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying So there are a lot of
Can you, Kruti, can you try and mute yourself? Just 1 second. Okay. Now, Soumya?
it is now good.
है ना? हाँ, तो इधर से ही था.
Okay. No worries.
Sorry.
I'll just start. Yeah. So yeah,
कोई बात
sometimes what happen, like they will think in that way that they're not getting response from clients. So you need to pitch to them in a different way, customize emails, customize calls, some like wishes or some other way. You need to reach out to them. Even after that,
Got it. Got
that,
it.
if someone is not, oh, you got it. Okay, perfect.
Understood.
Do you know what's
Perfect.
the best way to motivate a salesperson? Sorry, Kruti, 1 second.
Yeah, please.
पैसे जो ज्यादा उनको, give them like
Exactly.
5% extra.
I was about to say that actually. I was about to say that even what used to happen in my last company, what we used to do, obviously, if the guy is definitely putting the efforts and he's doing his best, but after that also he's not getting anything, then I used to do, even some of my seniors and my VP also, they used to do, they transfer
Yeah.
their own
Even
account to that
better.
individual guy.
Even better, go
The same
like
thing.
offer them
Indirectly giving the same
something.
money to them. Hmm.
Offer them
So
something out of the box. Offer them like a trip to Goa. Offer them a trip to Thailand or something like that. So yeah.
there are a lot of things you
Go
need to
ahead,
do.
sorry, Kruti.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes.
so
Sorry.
so
Go ahead.
telling this inside thing here. Okay, our founder has already promised us that if we reach this year's target by December 2025, he is going to sponsor everybody's trip to Goa. So if you want to come to Goa,
Nice.
come to Reelo.
Oh my.
True.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Soumya, quickly, just one more thing I want to understand a bit about your family background and your background. Like, what are you doing in your free time? One thing, and who all are there in your family, and what are they doing?
Okay. So let's talk about my family first. My dad is a police
In
officer.
Soumya, sorry. In
Yeah.
brief, if you can, please.
Yeah.
Please.
I'll keep it short. So my dad is a police officer. My mom is a homemaker, and my sister is working in Delhi. She's an HR, just like you, Kruti. And I just got married last year. So yeah, my wife she's also doing a job in the related field. So yeah, I just left my job and I'm still looking for it. Yeah.
Perfect. Great. All right. All my questions are done here. Soumya, do you have any question for me?
Absolutely. I have a question. Actually, I'm just thinking when you were discussing with the other people. So could you please let me know what would be the day-to-day life in the office like for a sales guy or for someone? Even for you, I know HR people, they have a lot of things to do. Even it doesn't come to the front, but there are a lot of things you guys do, and I really appreciate because one of my friends, he's also HR. Even my Ajay told my sister is she's also an HR, so I know people
HR
usually
को
don't
सिर्फ वही
see
लोग
your
appreciate कर पाते हैं जिनके घर में कोई HR हो.
exactly the people who know what they exactly do. So I absolutely know how crucial your job role is and what
ऐसा नहीं
efforts
है
you guys
यार,
put
ऐसा
into the Akshay, it is there,
तो
Akshay.
बाकी
So,
सबको
it
anyways
is
appreciation
there,
मिल
yeah.
जाते हैं. But we
ठीक
are
है,
here to
let's
appreciate each and every department, but
Exactly, but there is
yeah,
no one to like appreciate you guys. Yeah,
at Reelo, I would differ here. At Reelo, our founders, our managers, they appreciate us
they
like
are
anything.
definitely
They
there. I'm not
will
saying
be in the
yeah.
front row clapping for us for our achievements. So bless me.
लंबा
Sorry,
कॉल हो
that's
जाएगा, नहीं तो अभी मेरे को नहीं बोलना है.
what. Okay,
अच्छा,
so
let's
as I
okay.
previously explained, Soumya to Nisarg also, that if you ask me about my sales team's day-to-day activities, it is mainly they'll be calling the leads, bringing them to the demo calls, giving them the demos, following them up, closing the deals, get the incentives. This is what their almost day-to-day activity looks like. Of course, it is a lot. Lot of rejections and all also are there, but
There
yeah,
are
they are there, but they are not somebody who will be giving up. So I'm just very
yeah.
proud of my sales team.
Awesome. So how many people are there in the sales team, like in total, if you can talk?
Currently it's like more than I just brief numbers, but around 20 we are already there. We are still getting more.
Okay. That's all then. Thanks a lot for your time.
Great.
And thank you, Akshay.
Thank you, Soumya.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Soumya.
Yeah.
Okay, Kruti. How's it going so far? I want to really ask a couple of questions before I present another. Hetanshu, you're next. Spoiler. So before I do, I just have a couple of questions I was thinking about. I know your experience तो तुम्हारे लिए शायद ना हो, but I just want to collect like an honest feedback for myself in this whatever we are doing here. So is this like difficult? Is this difficult, and is this difficult to make a decision in such a short period of time while having listened to someone pitch themselves, or they're not even pitching to guys who just came up. I briefed them before the call कि भाई अपने achievements, अपने numbers वो सबको highlight करना है ये सब. But so far अभी दो और बाकी है, but ठीक है जो भी है. So they are pitching themselves, and you ask just a couple of questions. And is this difficult, or you like you're comfortable doing it because you already have an intuition, you already learned enough, or so yeah, please feedbacks.
So see, it is still difficult for me, though even I have like whatever years of experience that I have, it is still difficult because every time before rejecting a candidate, we have this thought in mind that am I making the right decision? Because there are people's careers on stake with my one yes or no. So I don't want to make any misjudgments, but I have to trust my not just intuitions, but see, many a times it is very much black and white. Many a times we just come to know that no, he'll not be a good fit here. So I always tell people during rejection also that it is not that you are a bad candidate. It is just we are making this jigsaw puzzle. We are making this jigsaw puzzle. There is this one empty box. You are not fitting there. That's it. You are either a big piece or a smaller piece. That's it. So
music to my ears. Loved listening. Yeah, go ahead. Please, sorry. Yeah.
No, so this is basically what we are everybody at Reelo. So it's never a bad candidate or bad employee or somebody. It's just it's a misfit that we would say. Either they are overqualified and we are still not there to bring you in. That also happens sometimes. And there are people who just doesn't fit here. That's it.
श्योर कृति, आई टोटली अंडरस्टैंड यार. मैं अभी कॉल के पहले यही सोच रहा था बैठ के, लाइक यू नो इट्स व्हाट हायरिंग एंड रिक्रूटमेंट टिपिकली इज. मैंने थोड़ा
In a way,
झलक
it is
देखा, लाइक
sales actually.
इट इज सेल्स. मैंने थोड़ा झलक देखा लास्ट. थोड़ा इजी है सेल्स से, तो पण ठीक है.
Come here, come to my place. Start hiring.
अरे
आपको इतने
अरे
से
नहीं,
5 लाने में दिक्कत
वो तो फिर
दिक्कत हो
लंबा हो
गई
जाएगा.
है.
देखे देखो कृति, फिर वो तो लंबा हो जाएगा. इसको रहने देते हैं नेक्स्ट कॉन्वर्सेशन के लिए. पर हाँ यार, इट इज डेफिनेटली व्हाट यू जस्ट सेड. मैं अभी एक वही एग्जैक्टली दिस इज व्हाट आई वाज थिंकिंग कि नो कैंडिडेट इज अ बैड कैंडिडेट, इट्स जस्ट दैट यू आर नॉट अ फिट हियर. तो ये
Exactly.
अपॉर्चुनिटी तुम्हारे लिए अच्छी नहीं है या तुम नहीं हो, तो दैट्स द ओनली थिंग. बाकी ऐसा नहीं है तुम बुरे हो. सो लव्ड इट, वेरी नाइस. तो अगेन ठीक है, कमिंग बैक टू एक और फॉलो अप क्वेश्चन उसके लिए. व्हाट इज इट दैट यू आर लुकिंग फॉर इन यू नो राइट नाउ? अभी तुम what would be one thing that would be
So,
that is something
because
that
this
you're
is a
looking
very
for? Yeah.
sorry, because this is a very short time. Right now, I'll only be able to see their confidence and communication part. Okay, the
Perfect.
number games and the sales, their previous sales pitch, everything is like it will be included in the next round that we'll have. So for this particular thing, I'll just be concentrating on the confidence, with the confidence that they are saying their experiences, their putting their best foot forward. So how confident are they in saying their own story? So that is what I'm
Awesome.
currently judging.
Kadak. Nice here. I hope you guys are listening. We'll call upon Hetanshu on stage. So just like that. Thank you so much, yaar. Hetanshu, there's still some disturbance, but abhi rehne dete hain. Just
I don't
let's
know
just go
what's
with
the
it.
problem. I'm sorry about that.
कोई बात नहीं. Let's yeah. I think वो stop हो गया. Let नहीं वापस चलोगे. ठीक है. Whatever. Let's hear it from you, Hetanshu. Over to you. Pitch yourself. Go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Hetanshu, Rasania, and I've been working since last 4.5 years. My whole journey, I've been into sales, I've been into managerial positions, I've been into team leading kind of positions as well. So the first job which I've done is as a visa counselor, and I was one employee there. So working about the numbers, working out about the management thing was really hard for me, but also being a first job. But I handled it really nicely, and I was there for like 1.5 years, and everything went really well. If I talk about the numbers and everything, I feel numbers, if I consider, then the first thing as a number precision would be the timing and the core relevance to the client we provide. That is what I feel. Uh, that is what I feel. That it is the first thing. Second would be the sales and about the money and the thing, right? So that is how I work. So altogether, I was there, and then I left the job because there was some I wanted to move abroad and everything. Then I joined my brother's company, which it was an imports and exports. So I was good at English. I scored 7.5 pens in IELTS, so I was good at English. So my brother told me that why don't you just join my company? We have a lot of international clients, and I do not have anyone on board who can really speak to persons nicely. So I thought I'll do it. So I was on board. I was considered as an international business development manager. I was handling the whole African branch, and it was an imports and export companies for pharmaceutical products. So obviously, it is very sensitive product. It is a pharmaceutical thing. Being very sensitive, we have to pitch a client like
Hetanshu,
yeah.
we are already over 2 minutes. I'm really sorry, but yeah, we are already over 2 minutes. Okay,
Okay.
sorry to interrupt, but yeah, Kruti, whatever you heard. Hitanshu, whenever you are not speaking, can you please try and mute yourself? Oh, आवाज आ रहा है बहुत. So over to you, Kruti, please.
Okay.
Your questions, yeah.
Yeah, Hetanshu, first my question is, since last 1 year you have already switched to jobs. May I know the reasons for those?
If it's about two jobs, I would say it's not two jobs. It was one company, but two company. Like the company was the same, but they had another sister company. So I was working redirectly to the board. It was a kind of hybrid thing because I was good at sales, I was good at numbers, I was good at precision, client coordination, and whosoever I was good at consultation and everything. So in the Four Wheels Media, it was a digital marketing agency. So I was handling the whole client thing and everything, and it was totally going great. Along with that, I was also doing the sales and everything. So I used to go with the director for the meetings and everything. I used to, if something, a thin line between the sales and the conversion was thin, I used to make that. So they saw me this quality in this, like, and they told me that because their institute wasn't doing that much great. If I talk about like the conversion ratio, it was about 10 to 15 students a month. So it was like their business was on break even, certainly. So they asked me like, can you do something for this? Like, let's give it a try and everything. So I went for 1 month, and within just 1 month, I from 15 students a month, I directly went to 35 students a month, directly. So they absolutely loved it, and they told me that yeah, you can continue here as well in the agency and institute as well. So simultaneously, I was doing both. So that was the thing. So why I left the company, to answer your question, is there were so many conflicts were happening between the things, and I wasn't appreciated that much. So as I mentioned that I searched the sales and everything, right? So they didn't even like give me the appreciation, not in the terms of salary. I'm not talking about that, but even a verbal communication, a verbal appreciation would be much better. But rather than that, they told me that I'm not putting my 100% in everything. So that really hurts me, right? So that's why I discontinued it. So I was like, I was really a good team leader. I was handling everything. They were happy with me. That's why they made me do the post works and everything. But suddenly, I don't know why and everything it happened. But they told me after this, and I dropped down the decision that I'll be continuing that. So yeah, that was the reason.
Okay. Got it, got it. Okay, have you like do you know what Reelo is doing? What the company is about?
Not exactly.
Okay, did you get the time to go through the website or something? Just a brief thing, anything?
No, actually, I was really sick today, and I was out with a conference. Like I'm really sick today, so
No issues.
I didn't get the
Yeah.
time.
Every got it. No issues. Anything. Anyways, whosoever gets selected will be getting another email with Reelo resources. You can just go through those resources and understand a bit more about the company and the product, everything. Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Hetanshu, one more thing I want to understand. Okay, before that, like I have one or two more questions. Do you have any question for me in between right now?
No, not as of now.
Okay, got it. So I want to understand how does like what does a sales funnel looks to you? For example, if I have to make 20 demo calls in 1 week, how many like demo should be scheduled? How many calling should be made? What does the sales funnel looks like for this for 20 demos?
I didn't get your question actually.
Okay,
Can
so
you
in
repeat that?
1 week, if I have to schedule 20 demos, I have to not schedule, but I have to give successful 20 demos.
Okay,
Then
okay.
take me backwards, like till how many callings should be made?
If I talk about callings, I think that if you go and call someone and ask them to take a demo or realize a demo, I feel from a sales perspective it won't be that great precision. What I feel sales is not to sell anything or to demonstrate anything, but I feel if you connect the person, if you make them understand the necessity of that particular thing, then he or she ultimately will be coming to us from them side only. We do not have to go by that way.
Okay, okay. Sorry,
अरे
Hetanshu. I think
ऐसा नहीं
I'm for scheduling 20 demos, callings कितनी करनी पड़ेंगी according to you?
Um, uh, Probably if you consider in the percentage wise, I would say maximum 200 calls. So we would roughly considering 10% of the conversion rate.
Got it. Perfect. All right. Done. Tell me something on a personal note, like what do you do in your like when you're not working? What are your hobbies, or what do you do outside of your working hours? And quick brief about your family, like who all are there in your family, and what are they doing right now?
Okay, so if I'm not working and if I'm so bored or I do not feel to work, I just go and cook. I'm really good at cooking. I cook everything, almost everything. So I love cooking. So whenever I'm off the mood, I just go cook. And if I talk about my family, my father owns a business. He has a sari showroom, and my mother is also in the same industry kind of thing. She works from home, although because we have a grandmother as well, so she takes care of her, and along with that, she also does this thing from home only. And I do have a sister. She is in the college second year. She's pursuing BCom right now, and she's also good in making the handmade jewelries and everything. So I'm also, supporting her with this business and everything. So yeah, that's about it.
यार मैं
Great,
क्या बोल रहा हूँ,
amazing.
हेतांशु कैन कुक. વાવ. હું શું કહું છું, એક છોકરી છે આપણા અમદાવાદની.
This
Are you
is
married? Let it be.
proper.
I'm just
This is cut to going proper corporate to Sidhu Gujarati Masaji આવી ગયા છે તમારી અંદર.
yes. આપણે એવું છે ને, just kidding, just having fun. Nice yaar, Hetanshu. Great. Everybody should know. Every man should know basic cooking. Every man.
Every
Maggie नहीं
human
आनी
being
करता.
should know. Every human being should know how to cook.
Maggie doesn't counts. Cooking में वो नहीं count होता है. सब्जी या मसाला वसाला नागिन you have to.
Maggie isn't cooking, by the way.
Sorry, ठीक है.
Okay,
Let's continue.
we are shifting to cooking. Great.
Continue.
All right, Hetanshu, almost, yeah, all my questions are done. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, like if you still have any questions, I'm here.
No. I'll be just waiting for the confirmation and moving forward towards it. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. ठीक है. Thank you so much यार Hetanshu.
Thank you, Hetanshu. Thank you.
Okay. Kruti. Nice. Loving it.
So just I'm very sorry, Akshay, but I'm very curious for this. So I also have a little bit, like, currently
Please.
are people watching us live right now?
हाँ, 2 people. Don't worry. अभी नहीं देखेंगे. Most of the views will come afterwards. The last episode
but
had
still-
450 views, but वो सारे like afterwards. It came afterwards. So only
Okay,
3.
and
Yeah,
will you
3
be editing a few
maximum.
stuffs here, or do you upload the exact video?
कुछ नहीं. No editing. I have never done it in my life. जिंदगी में नहीं किया, आज भी नहीं करूँगा. So raw, unfiltered. This is who I am. This is who Kruti is. Fuck everything. Don't care. So
Great. Okay.
3 people
And
maximum. 4
whosoever
likes.
we have already interviewed, they are still watching, right?
Yes, they are still on the line. They are still watching, listening, watching. जो भी है.
Great. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Great, यार. Kruti, you have any questions for me? I think podcasts are misunderstood कि एक side question होते हैं ये वो. But I
So
want
yes,
to break
I
that
do
mold
want to
since we are-
understand a bit more about like I have a very brief introduction of yours from the common friend that we have, of course, and like nothing more than that. So I want to understand like about your education also. Where have you worked? What made you get into this podcasting? And yeah, now I know what your purpose and everything is, but I want to understand the journey also, how you came here.
journey કેટલા like 1 hour 4-5 minutes. ठीक है. I don't want to spend a lot of time, but to answer your question specifically, Kruti, what made me do this? What was the other question? I forgot. This happens to me every time.
Like, so previously, where were you working? Do you have like, of course you might have experience, but like where were you working? What was it like? And कुछ तो ऐसा होगा ना जो जिसमें आप you thought के यार ये नहीं करना है, मुझे इससे अच्छा है कि मैं पॉडकास्ट चालू करूं जिससे this I'll be able to help.
ओके, एजुकेशन, यस। तुमने एजुकेशन का बोला था, सो आई चकल्ड अ बिट। आई डिड मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग, ठीक है। आई इन द सेकंड थर्ड सेमेस्टर आई रिमेंबर हैविंग अ वर्ड विथ one of my best friends. He's now not in India, but he'll surely watch this, I think. But ठीक है, so I remember having a word. हम लोग ऐसे ही कैफेटेरिया में चलते चलते जा रहे थे, and we both looked at each other and said कि वो ये नहीं होगा। Third semester, and we were still left with what, 6 more, what, I don't know, 4 years, तो 8, हाँ, तो वही 5 more, तो yeah, what that happened, but कैसे भी घिस पिट के we finished. We were into online gaming, that, you know, because of that I have the communication, whatever I have. So I was able to talk in English. I was able to land a BPO job. BPO में मेरे को मज़ा नहीं आया, 2 ढाई साल काम करके I was going nowhere. So I switched to a startup, sales का चस्का लगा, and then I received feedback like, you are amazing at sales, you are good at sales. I thought, ठीक है, let's do it. So I kept on doing sales. I really enjoyed doing what I did. In the meantime, I was also looking for remote jobs. This is way before COVID-19. This is 27, no, not even 17, 15, I think. 15, 14, 15 के बीच में. So I was looking for remote jobs. I was landing remote jobs नहीं होता था, freelancing बोलते थे. So I did freelancing back then. Being a non-technical guy, freelancing में मेरे लिए कोई जगह नहीं थी. Freelancing वही लोग करते थे who can code, and they were earning in US dollars. I wanted to earn in US dollars. यार डॉलर कमाएंगे, रुपए पैसे से कुछ नहीं होता है. So I wanted to do that. I did that. Back then, I was so determined to land US dollars. So I landed full-time remote jobs, being a non-technical guy for myself. Jobs, है ना, contracts वाले. I used to find people on freelancer. Company, like उसमें से company को पता करना was a challenge. I used to find out companies. I used to reach out. I used to find people within those companies ki kaun hoga is like who am I can reach out to. I used to draft an email and send it. Back then, I didn't had kids, so I had a lot of free time. So like 12 hours, 14 hours straight, I used to do this. I used to do that, and ever since I have been doing it. ये पहले के 1-2 जॉब है वो मैंने किए हैं physically, बाकी I've only worked remotely. I also helped. I got married, then me and my wife met at a physical in office. उसको फिर मैंने जॉब छुड़ा दिया, फिर उसको ही मैंने रिमोट जॉब लगवा दिया. She's still working remotely with a very well-known firm, and I was a hopper. I was always a hopper. Hopper नहीं बोल सकते, but मेरे को जमता नहीं था कि I needed something which aligns very perfectly with what I'm looking for culture wise. So I was on a job hunt every 3 to 4 months back then. That's how I sharpened my skills on how to sell myself and how to sell yourself. तो बस फिर at some point like 3 years ago, I think I decided to go heavy on content side कि भाई I'm now at a place where I can teach people. So that's what I've been doing for the past couple of years, teaching people how to land remote jobs, hopefully internationally remote jobs with an international employer, so you can dollar currency conversion में तुम मजा आ जाए वैसा. So all of that is something that I've been doing.
That's
So
very
along the way
inspiring.
along the way मेरे को लगा कि ऐसा कुछ करना चाहिए. मैंने एक एपिसोड ट्राई किया. This is the second episode. We're still trying, learning stuff. So yeah, that's my background, Kruti. Just थोड़ा सा.
That's amazing. Great,
Okay,
great,
thank you
really
so much.
amazing. I just hope कि ये सुन के थोड़ा थोड़ा ऐसा मुझे भी हो गया कि मैं रिमोट ढूंढूं, but I know I'm not a
यार
मैं नहीं रह पाऊंगी. I crave to go back to the office on Monday. That this is something happens to me.
I am not a ghar ka guy. What you can find me on a daily basis, you can find me sitting at a cafe and working around people. I'm a people person. मेरे को लोग बहुत पसंद है. अगर लोग ना हो तो I literally suffocate. So it's not that, but remote works offers that flexibility. तो वो flexibility मैं कभी compromise नहीं करूँगा. And यार मेरे को वही सजेशन था गुरुति कि अगर अगर रिमोट होता तो आई वुड flood it with candidates like. पर ठीक है जो भी है whatever. Thank you so much यार गुरुति. चलो I'll let's cut it short and let's call in another guy. One of my favorites actually. कुशांक भाई के साथ बात करके मेरे को बहुत मजा आया था. The first time I talked with Kushank, because he's a Gujarati of course, but it's not just like it's not just that you're also a Gujarati and I love talking to you, but there's vibe check ऐसा कुछ होता है जो भी है. But yeah, I loved it. So again, over to you, Kushank. Sorry, over to you. Your time
Hey,
starts
thanks,
now.
man.
Go ahead and yourself.
Yeah, hey, Kruti, hi. My name is Kushank Upadhyaya. I have an overall experience of, you can say, around 11 years. I have only done probably sales in my entire career for like around 11 years. I started off my journey with FedEx Express. I started off with the base role of ISR and inside sales representative. Then after a span of 1.5 years, I got promoted to a freight sales associate. And after another almost 2 years, I got promoted as a territory sales manager. So you can say I was working with FedEx for around like 5.5 years. Then I switched on to a company called Delivery, which was newly launched in. I was there with them for almost a year, wherein I joined as a vendor manager over there. Right, my job was to get new vendors on board. And post that, I joined another startup called Ola Cabs. I was working there as an assistant manager for the leasing team, wherein there I was handling a team of you can say 15 telesales and 10 field sales executives. And currently, I'm working with a company in Ahmedabad itself that's called Jeevan Laboratory. It's a pathology basically, wherein I run the entire show by handling the marketing part, the sales part as well. Over here, there are like around 30 to 35 people who report to me, including the marketing plus the sales team. The sales team has a bifurcation of 15 and 15 salesperson and 10 sales. I'm 10, sorry, field sales executive. So you can say this has been my overall journey so far in the last 11 years.
Amazing. Okay. Kushank, first thing I've noticed is you have worked both in a startup also and in proper corporate also. Right?
Yes,
Or yes.
yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, that's
Give
right.
me give me pros and cons of both.
You can say cons of a startup. I mean, sorry, for an MNC is that you go on an autopilot mode, wherein you will have a saturated job. I mean, you can work for a long. You'll have a long life shell, but the thing is, you can't be creative. You can't explore yourself. Probably you have to follow people. That's one of the most disadvantage which I feel. Okay, because wherein it's like a path. It's like a path follower basically. Like whatever the front guy is doing, you have to follow that because eventually it's all about job security, right? And if you say pros for a startup, it's like you actually put yourself okay in a place wherein you interact with different segment of people, all right, wherein you don't get that job opportunity for an MNC because you need to take permissions, all right. Here you can explore your ideas, you can pitch yourself. Let's say a founder, let's say he's stuck somewhere, so he'll be open, he'll shout around, like let's say for example if anybody has a great idea, okay, give it a try, there's no harm in doing that. So probably your skill set, there's a possibility that you might increase yourself, you may raise up the bar by throwing that opportunity. Okay, that okay fine, I can figure out something, and probably if I get an idea, probably why not speak to the founder itself. So that's one of the advantages that you have working for a startup. Plus it teaches you a lot of things as well. Okay, like it in sales specifically, there's a saying, you wear a watch but you don't see it apart from your weekends, right? So it's a culture that
Wow.
helps you to develop and to probably gain yourself. probably you can plan yourself by working in a startup, but like down the 10 years, 15 years, maybe if you have an ambition of probably opening your own startup, I think then it's a great idea. It's a great, probably I would say a workspace to work for a startup.
Amazing. Why do you want to go into a startup after working in a corporate? Like I know it's a corporate and
Hmm.
everything is a safe, as you said. And many times I see people with more experience, they tend to settle down rather than, getting those all-nighters, those juggling, those
Yes,
strugglings. Nobody wants to go
yes,
into
yes, yes.
startup after 10, 15 years of experience. Okay. So why
Yes.
you want to continue for the startup now?
So if you see currently where I'm working, that was also a startup. And if you see my commitment to a company, the ratio has always been like I have stuck for more than 3 years. All right. The basic reason is I feel that when I was a fresher, probably I have brushed up myself, and now it's a time for me to explore myself to gain opportunities because I believe everyone in life has to grow, right? You can't be stuck at a place. Probably money matters, family matters, right? You need to grow ahead, and we all need to be at a position in at some stage of life, basically that you get an assurance that okay, fine, now I am away for like let's say like it's gonna be just 3 or 4 years for me to reach at a particular a designation. So I believe yes, I can do it. So a startup actually molds you up. There are pros, there are cons as well, but the more you fall, the more you learn. All right, and that's one of the things
Hmm.
which I feel like because I get to interact with different people, I meet different people. I probably try to get good ideas as well for myself. So it's kind of a personality development segment for myself by meeting different people. So that's the reason I believe I would prefer a startup.
Got it. Perfect. Last one or two questions I have now. Before I start, do you have any question for me in between?
No questions from my side.
Okay. Quickly, one last like sales kind of a thing I want to understand. What do you do when your strategy fail? For example, you have made this monthly plan of achieving the goal. In the third week,
Hmm.
you understand this is not going to work out. You only have one more week
Hmm.
to go. The strategy that
Hmm.
had been so far is failing now. What what
Hmm.
will you do?
So probably utilizing my experience, what I've learned is initially I was only relying on a plan A. So when I start my probably a quarter or a month, I probably have two plans with me, so that if I fail in the A segment, probably I have a backup of B. So I'll try to utilize that B plan so that I achieve my goals and I don't let my team down and myself as well.
Amazing. Do you have any example of that? Any experience in that you can share?
Definitely. So basically, sales is all about analyzing yourself, putting the right people at the right job. Let's say, for example, if you have a goal of, I'll give you an example of a telecaller. Now, you had just put a question across to the previous candidate, right? That if I have to achieve 20 demos, so in that scenario,
Hmm.
I'll just take that if you don't mind. I mean, apologies if I
No
think
worries.
that would be a best example because probably a telesales guys, nobody in this world, any field, you can't do 100 calls or 120 calls per day. All right, you need to see your turnaround time. I would rather prefer an ISR doing a 50 quality calls, get a connection of at least a ratio of 50%, map your days for 5 days, get the desired result. You're up to the mark. So if I calculate between Monday to Friday, even if I connect to 25 people, definitely I can uh, my conversion ratio would at least be even 5 calls, so I can make more than 5. So you said 20, I can make that count to 25. So yes, that's the way you need to designate people rather than I would say do a calculative job rather than just beating the bush around. It's better to do it in this way, structured way, basically.
Amazing. Okay, last question. Just a bit about your personal life, your hobbies, and the family background that you're coming from.
I recently lost my dad during the COVID time. My mom
Really
is
sorry for
not
that.
keeping well. She's bedridden. I'm the only son. I take care of my family. I'm based in Ahmedabad. And spare time, usually I tend to spend some time on Netflix or maybe just surfing around. That's it. That's what I do generally. Nothing much for me to do.
Amazing, amazing. I'm really sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry.
Kruti,
Okay.
I would like to highlight. I would like to highlight Kushank is uh, taking care of his mother. Um, I he shared it with me like she's bedridden. Uh, I could not remember exactly what happened. He told me about it, but यार I know कि मेरा इसमें I मेरा कोई कॉल नहीं है इसमें. I'm not involved in any decision making or anything. What I can do is try to influence someone, and that someone is you, Kruti. तो मैं तुमको इन्फ्लुएंस करने का ट्राई करूंगा, ठीक है? नॉट लाइक यू नो नेगेटिवली
So
इन्फ्लुएंस या
then,
वैसे करके, बट आई what I एक मिनट. So what I want is I want to get uh, Kushank the best possible package. uh, what I want for good. ठीक है, for good, for him to you know better take care of his mother. um, I genuinely want to, ठीक है, I genuinely want to. If there's, मैंने कुशांक भाई को बोला था पहले दिन ही कि if there's anything you need, I'm in Gandhinagar, I live nearby, just ring me up, I'll help you out.
Yes, yes,
But
definitely. Yes, yes.
yeah, even if not,
No, no, no.
that's exactly what I would want for, yeah, for him
okay,
and for
okay.
everyone
So
basically.
sure,
Yes,
sure.
thank you
So
so much. Really means a lot. Yeah.
great. So about the compensation part, I'll have to discuss with him one to one, not over the this platform as of now.
बाद में मैं तो ऐसे अभी अभी खाली बोल
Yeah,
रहा
yeah. I'm just clearing it out that yeah, if even if this wasn't here, Reelo believes in that we all are here to earn, to go back to our family, to support our family, and money is something which is, I will, like, we never say that it's not important. Why are you looking at the money? Or look at the, yes, money is important. Period. It's not going to happen without the money. Nobody's going to work for charity here. So yes, I'll try my level best for that. But
Yes,
I'll have to have more information regarding their current CTC, what their previous experiences and previous CTCs have been,
yes,
the
yes.
the hike ratio. That I'll definitely have a conversation with him out of this podcast.
Sure, sure, sure. No problem.
perfect
No
यार, thank you
worries.
so much Kruti, and I knew, I know कि तुम करोगे and the company will, इसीलिए मैंने बोला, ठीक है, अगर नहीं होता तो I would not. I respect you
It
for
was
that. I know
really
you're
nice having
great,
a conversation with you, Kushank.
Kushank. Yeah,
Same here,
awesome
same
यार.
here, Kruti. Pleasure. Pleasure's mine as well.
Okay, ठीक है, we will let you know, Kushank. Thank you so much, bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Stay in the
All
line,
right,
stay
I'll
on
be
the line
online.
here. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Okay, Kruti. That is it यार. 4 5 5 people.
4 थे.
मतलब
4
मैंने 5 शॉर्टलिस्ट किए थे, 1 bailed out, but ठीक है,
प्रदीप
he's
सिंह जी.
lost. हाँ, let's not. मेरे को नहीं बोलना था नाम, पर ठीक है, कोई बात
Oh, I'm so sorry.
नहीं. That's okay.
I was just
That's
looking
okay.
at the
अरे
list. I'm so sorry.
कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, चलेगा. Happens, ठीक है, let it be. So whatever, yeah, Kruti.
Yeah, so let him know if he wants to, interview with us later on also. He's most welcome.
I don't think यार Kruti, क्योंकि I have been following up with him for the last 1.5 hours. उसके पहले I had a word in the afternoon. He said yes. उसके पहले भी he said yes. So I actually did like 4-5 touches before getting on the call, and then now at the end, this guy bails out. I had doubts, but still. So
Just giving him the benefit of doubt in case medical emergency they have, family medical
हाँ,
emergencies.
हो सकता है for sure. ठीक है. जो भी होगा, मैं अगर if he responds to me,
If
I
you
will
feel it,
definitely,
then just pass it on to me. That's fine.
for sure, Kruti. अच्छा, ठीक है, ये तो candidates थे, but how was the experience, Kruti? Do you think, like, एकदम honestly बात करते हैं ना, let's not like
मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ?
forget.
अक्षय मैं क्या
Let's
बोल रही हूँ, हम लोग ये
हाँ
रोज कर सकते हैं, मुझे रोज के 4 कैंडिडेट्स ऐसे बैठे बिठाए मिल जाएंगे, मैं फटाफट इंटरव्यू कर लूंगी, फटाफट सिलेक्ट कर
यार
लूंगी।
तुम्हें पता नहीं है इसके पीछे मैंने कितने घंटे लगाए हैं, तो
मुझे
आई हैव
पता है ब्रो,
स्पेंड
इसीलिए तो मैं कह रही हूँ। मुझे पता है, आई मेक सो मेनी कॉल्स ऑन द डेली बेसिस, सोर्सिंग। मैं जो उनको कह
अरे
रही थी,
यार
like for 20 demo calls, I know how many calls they need to make. Similarly with me also,
हाँ
like एक बंदे को
ये
इंटरव्यू
वही
पे
है
सिर्फ लाने
हाँ
के लिए मुझे कितने कॉलिंग्स करनी पड़ रही है, कितनी सोर्सिंग करनी पड़ रही है, कितनी स्क्रीनिंग करनी पड़ रही है, that I only know, or like the recruiters
यस
only
ऑफ
know.
कोर्स
So
हाँ यार ये
I'm
देखा जाए
very
तो
much happy with this.
सेल्स ही
I'm
है
just fast interviewing them, and
अरे नहीं
I'm
नहीं
ready
नहीं
for it.
यार ये these guys are very kind, they have actually waited for their turn and everything, but yeah I loved the experience, but wanted to know from you यार अगर कुछ whatever what is something that you would like to improve, तो तब जाके कुछ फायदा होगा ना मेरा
I would
if
say
I
more.
take if you give some feedback please
Okay, I would say more reach outs, like more. I would not say marketing kind of a thing, but more people should know about this. Like, अगर
अच्छा
हम लोग
ऐसे
थोड़े
हाँ
ज्यादा लोगों को पता हो of this podcast, so I think ब्रांडिंग बोल सकते हैं इसको, आई डोंट नो द एग्जैक्ट टर्म फॉर दैट, बट awareness, I would say yes. The more people are aware
अच्छा अच्छा
about such kind of podcasts or such kind of opportunity, the more will participate. That is what my first thought is right now.
sure
Instead of 4, you
right
might have 40 people, and you could have just selected the best, like, or the first 5, or we could have 5 days session taking 5-6 each every day.
absolutely यार I was ठीक है वो let's discuss that later, but we discussed it briefly to do it act like physically, like
Yep.
I'm not sure how
Please.
हाँ वो show up rate would be ridiculous, like abhi 6 people out of 6 people 4 people showed up out of like 300 people I had a call with, not literally 300 पर थे 50-60 जितने तो थे आराम से, so yeah, but yeah I think it's difficult for now. If
Yeah,
word goes viral, then maybe, hopefully, in the near
hope so.
future.
Hopefully,
Oh,
fingers crossed for that.
for sure, yeah. Anything else, Kruti, you would like to know,
uh
or
nothing else of ma'am. I'm just because I know abhi mujhe result dena hoga, so I'm just thinking of
okay, ठीक है.
the decisions. I've almost made up my mind, so it's fine. I was just rethinking it.
Perfect. Do you need more time to rethink? So
No.
if you do, okay, यार ये तो मस्त हो गया. तो फिर we don't even need a pause. So let us make announcement. Should I like एक second, मेरे को layout change करने दे इधर. नहीं. I want to highlight you. ऐसे करते हैं. Just 1 second.
Will this help?
इधर वो तो नहीं. हाँ ये हो गया ना.
All right.
Please,
Okay.
Kruti, go ahead.
Okay, so do you want me to also give the feedbacks, or just these are selected and we are not going ahead with these? What?
नहीं थोड़ा सा brief feedback, 1-2 लाइन से ज्यादा नहीं. We don't want to spend a lot of time
ठीक है.
there. Primary
Okay.
why you
Okay, first we started with Nisarg. Okay, comms was like good, okay, not an issue. मुझे थोड़ा उनमें confidence थोड़ा कम लगा. I was not very sure if he'll be able to match the pace that we are having at Reelo. So unfortunately, we will not be going ahead with Nisarg. I'm so sorry, but yeah, please keep on improving those things. You are most welcome to reapply with us.
love it.
Soumya,
No worries.
really loved his energy, really like the the team handling and all that he had. But I am still a little skeptical with the cultural fitment that we are having at Reelo. So I had kept him for a maybe till then, but I
Okay.
think it would not be a very appropriate thing कि मैं उनको interviews करवाऊं and then बाद में where I know that he might not
Yes,
get selected. So not
of course.
Soumya also. I'm really sorry guys, but yeah.
कोई बात नहीं.
Hetanshu, I'm very glad कि उनका पहले ऐसे ये सब हुआ उसके बाद भी he did not give like he didn't give up. Okay, उन्होंने ट्राई किया, he tried, he came back and थोड़ा था ऐसा कि सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है, but थोड़ा ध्यान से when I started properly hearing what he was saying, I found good communication, like clear thoughts, confidence in whatever he has done, owning the mistakes also that he has done. So that is something really got me that okay, of course I'll be able to take him ahead with like put him in front of the head of the sales. So not giving up attitude I really like. Confident, very good with communication. Hetanshu, you are up for up. Reelo आ सकते हो.
चलो गजब, नाइस नाइस नाइस. इसमें ऐसा कुछ है नहीं कि म्यूजिक म्यूजिक बजाने का सिस्टम अभी मैं सीख रहा हूँ, बट
Nice.
very nice यार. चलो, the first one,
Hetanshu will
great.
Yes, Hetanshu will be
Congratulations यार.
having the next round with the head of sales.
Very
And
good,
lastly, coming to
congratulations.
Kushank, again, very good in communication. Very briefly, properly explained his experience. And yeah, sorry, one more feedback. I'm so sorry. थोड़ा मैं वापस back and forth कर रही हूँ. निसर्ग के लिए one more feedback that I have.
Please,
he
please, yeah.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा उन्होंने elaborate ज्यादा कर दिया, where he need to shorten it up a bit. That was one thing. So sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Coming to Kushank. Kushank communication very good. He has worked in startup.
Kruti. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, you missed one thing. Ki whatever candidate you're selecting, what profile you would move him forward. That is, yeah, that's important. I think Hetanshu applied for inside sales.
Yes,
if I'm not wrong.
he's up for inside sales specialist only.
Got it. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Okay.
Yes,
Kushank,
yes.
please.
Kushank, he has very good experience with startup also and with corporate also. He knows the pros and cons and everything. He has that right mindset that we are looking for. He knows the challenges also. So and he knows how to handle those challenges also. So and he has handled a team also previously. So yes, we would really like to have Kushank for the next round for sales manager.
Oh, माँ कसम. Kushank bhai, congratulations yaar. Congratulations yaar. Love it. मेरे को I didn't expect two people, but thank you so much everybody.
Yeah.
मजा
Thank
आया.
you so much for
Nice one.
for these like really amazing candidates. 4 of them, दो सिर्फ आपको ऐसा लग रहा है कि 4 ही आए 4, but मुझे पता है 4 भी लेके आना, वो भी with this communication. All of them were really nice with relevant experiences. Sales की experience हमारे पास आ जाते हैं कई बार like out of the blue. मैंने admin किया हुआ है but I want to go for sales. अरे I understand, I appreciate. And salary होगी एकदम 5 साल 6 साल के experience के बाद वाली. But भाई admin में किया हुआ है ना, sales में you're a fresher.
हाँ, exactly. या कृति, तुम रीलो से क्या बोलते हैं, टैलेंट एक्विजिशन लीड कौन है? वो तो ये एपिसोड नहीं देखेगा. ऐसा नहीं कि फिर चलो मेरे को भी ऑफर कर देते हैं कैसे टैलेंट एक्विजिशन का रोल करके, एंड देन आई डोंट वांट टू ईट अप एनीवन्स जॉब. ठीक है.
आप खाओगे तो मेरी ही जॉब खाओगे.
नहीं खाऊं. ओके, डिस्क्लेमर, मेरे को मैं कंटेंट बना के खुश हूँ. ठीक है. ग्रेट, नाइस यार. आई एम जस्ट सो हैप्पी फॉर दीस टू गाइस, रियली एम.
And of course, with
Okay.
Nisarg and Soumya also, don't give up.
Yeah.
You guys, like, if you want to reapply with our, you can see our career page. There are so many positions always open, so you can just directly apply from there also. After a few months, of course, once you brush up those skills, you can come back.
Yes, it's never. It's not that you are bad. It's not that तुम यू आर नॉट गुड इनफ या ऐसे कुछ पीपल स्टार्ट
It's
थिंकिंग मैंने अपनी लाइफ में जितने रिजेक्शंस फेस किए हैं ना आई एम श्योर तुम सब में से मिला के भी उतने तुमने नहीं किए होंगे आई एम प्रिटी कॉन्फिडेंट अबाउट दैट बिकॉज रिमोट जॉब सर्च इन इटसेल्फ इज अ चैलेंज एंड देन ऑन अ डेली बेसिस आई यूज्ड टू गेट 2 to 3 emails. The only thing that I used to look for पता है क्या कि जब भी ईमेल आए कंपनी का रिस्पॉन्स तो फर्स्ट थिंग एक तो उसका टाइटल थैंक यू नहीं होना चाहिए अगर उसका टाइटल में लिखा है कि थैंक यू फॉर अप्लाइंग विद अस कंप्लीट रिजेक्शन तो तुम अंदर अंदर लिखा ही होगा कि अनफॉर्चुनेटली एंड देन इफ अगर टाइटल उसका सब्जेक्ट लाइन उसका ऐसा नहीं है देन यू ओपन द ईमेल एंड देन यू रीड एनीवेयर कि अनफॉर्चुनेटली तो ये टर्म इज मेरा ब्रेन वाज वायर्ड टू लुक फॉर दीज टर्म्स अनफॉर्चुनेटली थैंक यू फॉर अप्लाइंग सो आई थॉट कि ये रिजेक्शन ही है एंड देन आई वाज सो यूज्ड टू रिजेक्शंस कि भाई ठीक है गया तो गया तो मेरे को ऐसे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता वैसे सो इट्स नॉट दैट यू आर अ बैड कैंडिडेट यू आर नॉट गुड इनफ या ऐसे करके इट्स जस्ट दैट दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी वाज नॉट अ गुड फिट and opportunity or and then you was not a good fit together so yeah anything Kruti you would want to say before going 1.5 घंटा तो
इतना तो
sorry
बोला
for
था
that
मैंने. You tell me what you want more information from my side. So
नहीं यार information तो please
so
please go,
here
go.
this has been very so for the first time I am on a podcast. Okay, मैं सुनती भी बहुत कम हूँ podcast because इतना टाइम नहीं मिल पाता है मुझे. So my daily source of information and everything is also either when I talk to my father, he'll quickly uh, tell me the whatever current affairs or whatever things are going on, and next is like my office buddies, they'll be telling me whatever latest things, and then when somebody tells me that hey, you have to hear this podcast ऐसे करके, तब मैं जाके कहीं when I'm walking back to my home or when I'm walking to the office, so during that time मैं थोड़ा बहुत सुन लेती हूँ, but it's very, मुझे बहुत push करना पड़ता है, so yeah.
मैं तुमको एक ऐसी चीज बताऊंगा I'll push you to do that in general
Sure.
life में health and in general if you want to improve do not miss out on The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett. उसके जैसा पॉडकास्ट मैंने आज तक नहीं देखा. द रणवीर शो बिल्कुल मत देखना ऐसे ऐसे करके, तो उसमें कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. सेलिब्रिटीज को बुला के तुमको कोई वैल्यू नहीं मिलने वाला है. यू लिसन टू समथिंग लाइक स्टीवन बार्टलेट, द डायरी ऑफ अ सीईओ इज द नेम ऑफ द पॉडकास्ट. एक एक वर्ड एवरी मिनट यू स्पेंड देयर इज वैल्यू. या
Perfect. Starting from
प्रमोशनल नहीं
tonight.
था, प्रमोशनल नहीं था. और मेरा पॉडकास्ट देखो तो तुमको क्या है, डायरेक्ट वैल्यू मिलेगा.
आपके अलग दूसरे पॉडकास्ट में से जो कैंडिडेट्स सिलेक्ट नहीं होंगे ना, मैं उनको अलग से रीच आउट कर लूंगी. आई विल लाइक आई हैव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी.
भाई अरे नाइस, great यार. Thank you so much यार Kruti for spending 1 hour and 40 minutes roughly with us.
Thank you,
Really
Akshay, for
enjoyed it.
having me. Same here,
Yeah, and then
guys.
really taking this guys for a consideration and on the call saying a yes or a no. This decision making, I know this is not a norm nowadays, but I want to make it a norm.
Yep.
Very honestly इतना टाइम नहीं लगता है कि 2-3 हफ्ते टू डिसाइड ऑन अ कैंडिडेट कि भाई चलो तुम नेक्स्ट राउंड में चल रहे हो. It doesn't take that long, and that's something that I want to spread across. I'll get more companies, I'll possibly more remote companies and all of that, but yeah, you've been very kind. Kruti, just telling a little bit more about Kruti. I didn't get a chance to, but पहले ही कॉल पे आई कनेक्टेड because she's a Gujarati. I don't know what is it with Gujaratis, but it's not just that. She has been very kind. She has been very polite. Of course, recruiter है तो मतलब वैसा नहीं है पर these recruiters do get उनका टैलेंट का जो थोड़ा होता है ना कि टैलेंट एक्विजिशन लीड टाइटल का वो आ जाता है थोड़ा कि मैं तो टैलेंट एक्विजिशन लीड हूँ करके तो
मैं तो
शी
टैलेंट
डजंट हैव
एक्विजिशन स्पेशलिस्ट ही हूँ अभी भी।
जो भी है पर स्पेशलिस्ट को भी तुम यू कैन ऐसे कि मैं तो स्पेशलिस्ट हूँ यू डोंट हैव दैट सो आई रियली एडमायर पीपल हु आर डाउन टू अर्थ हम्बल एंड ग्राउंडेड and I really admire you. ठीक है, loved interacting with you. You were very responsive. Every candidate जो भी मैंने recommend किया, she has been very responsive. So thank you so much for being here, Kruti. And
Thank
it
you
was
so
lovely
much. Happy to
chatting with
have.
you. Okay. ठीक है, guys. So I think I should end the live stream. Anything else, Kruti? We are missing out on. I'm not sure.
Nothing as of now, Akshay. Nothing is coming to my mind. But yeah,
Okay.
almost whatever I thought, it has turned out to be much more. I was really nervous, as I told you. कि please मुझे बता के रखो यार. If you need any statistics or something, I don't have it handy all the time.
कुछ
But
नहीं,
yeah,
3
you
लोग देख रहे
made
हैं,
it.
देखो कुछ नहीं, 3 लोग देख रहे हैं, 1100 लोग
But
सब्सक्राइबर है, 3 लोग देख रहे हैं फक्त.
but I am responsible for those three people's time also. That is what I
Yeah.
feel. And they are also watching since last 1.5 hour, more than 1.5 hour now. So each and everybody's time is valuable. And thank you so much, guys, for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Whosoever are listening later on also, thank you so much for this, like listening to both of us and
Yes,
experimenting
absolutely.
with us. But very very excited, and all the best to you, Akshay,
Yep.
for more such podcast, more and more such uh, what disruptions that you're making. So happy to be
Disruption
a
ऐसा
part
क्या है? गजब वर्ड है, नाइस.
of it.
डिसरप्शन. ठीक है. थैंक यू सो मच यार कृति. चलो, we'll
Thank you,
keep
Akshay.
talking,
Yes.
but
Good
yeah,
night.
peace for now.
Bye
Good
bye.
night. Bye.